Hello and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Aquarius for the month of January 2023. I hope all my Aquarius friends are doing well. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Three of Wands, clarified by the High Priestess. In the challenging position, we have the Ace of Cups, clarified by the Nine of Cups. In the present position, we have the Ace of Wands, clarified by the King of Cups. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Sun, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So I do want to make sure that you're aware. Watch your emotions in the month of January, because as you are nearing your birthday season, you may find that your emotions are kind of like exhilarating one moment and then struggling the next. So, pace yourself. Make sure you are in a balanced mind frame. Make sure you feel grounded. Make sure that you connect with nature. Make sure that you kind of take it easy on yourself as well, because there's a lot of incredible opportunities. There's a lot of victories and achievements that are going to be heading your way. So you do need to be grounded, because when you allow good things to affect you too much, it can spiral out of control a little bit. So it's important to stay calm when really wonderful things are happening. And for that, you want to be grounded. You want to meditate, drink plenty of water, and of course, check in with yourself every morning. And kind of operate from a place of gratitude. But in the past position, we do see that you have the Three of Wands, clarified by the High Priestess, which is a great combination. I mean, the Three of Wands is a card where you stand on high ground and you're finally, seeing your ships coming in. So everything that you've done, you were waiting for this particular moment, because this is the moment where things come together for you. This is your moment of growth, and it has already happened because it is in the past position. So now the opportunities that you've been watching coming in, now you are kind of reaping the rewards and getting the fruits of your labor, if you will. The Three of Wands is about making preparations, kind of looking ahead, seeing the big picture, weighing things. Okay, I can try and do this, or because I have this many resources for that, or maybe I should go this way because I have more knowledge about this. The Three of Wands is all about seeing what you can do for you in the best possible way, because the wands are all about realizing your potential. And so it's training, it's preparation, but there's also an element of risk. There is that tiny little element of the unknown. What if there's some sort of an event that is out of control that might throw a wrench in the works, and so Aquarius, you are, in my opinion, the smartest, very astute, very aware, and you're able to kind of navigate the hardest situations and turn them into your favor. And so it's the Three of Wands is kind of like a symbol, a signal of early success that is going to be coming your way. And the High Priestess is someone who helps you with wisdom, who helps you with knowledge that is not the conventional knowledge, but it's the knowledge that comes from the inside through your intuition. She sort of helps you guide yourself through the different possibilities and opportunities, and through the expansion and the, all the things that the Three of Wands kind of makes you go through. I really like the High Priestess because she brings in the spiritual aspect to growth, to expansion. She reminds us to remember that, when you are on the verge of the success, when you are moving in the right direction, don't forget your soul. Make sure that you continue to do spiritual practices, and meditation is one of them, and connecting with nature, like even playing with a pet, that can be, quite spiritual, because you are setting your age aside, your gender aside, your position aside. It is just like your soul connecting with another being's soul. And so that is, really, really important. But this combination is very powerful, and, it's highly optimistic. So a lot of wonderful things are moving your way. We do have the Ace of Cups in the challenging position, which is not great, because the Ace of Cups, all aces in tarot have a very powerful elemental influence, because they're so like elementally pure. They're the first card in that suit. And so the Ace of Cups is all about not allowing maybe toxic emotions to get a hold of you. Sometimes we allow guilt, to cloud our thinking. Sometimes we allow resentment to kind of get into our situation, into our conversations, and kind of affect how we move forward. So it's important to pay attention to the emotions that you are feeling in the month of January, because you may feel a little bit of disappointment and emptiness and kind of dissatisfaction. I was really hoping that this particular situation was going to go this way, and so because it didn't, you may feel a little bit of kind of loss, like an emotional loss, because disappointment oftentimes creates that. It is important to remember that you work on feeling emotions that are balanced. It is important that you remember, on working in balancing your emotions. You don't want to kind of banish feeling guilt or resentment or hatred. No, those emotions have to be acknowledged, and those emotions have to be kind of worked through, because if you do not integrate that dark side of you into you, you're not just the wonderful person. You also have, the shadowy side, the kind of not such a pleasant side. But it's important because you need that side. It helps you in life, make decisions and protect you and your family and your friends. So that side is also important. So it's about finding that balance, because, if you don't allow yourself to feel guilt, and if you don't allow yourself to feel resentment because you want to only continue having that high vibration, you may run into a problem where you start to kind of splitting yourself, where you only have a public face to your friends, and then you may find yourself where you're splitting yourself, and it's like you're only showing one side in this situation, another side in another situation. It's important to remember it's okay to sometimes not be liked. It's okay to sometimes show a little bit of anger. It's okay to sometimes to show a little bit of dissatisfaction, because ultimately you cannot betray how you feel. But it is important to resolve those things. Where's the toxic emotions coming from? Where's that toxic guilt coming from, or toxic resentment coming from? It's important to kind of pay attention to those and see if they can be balanced in a particular way. Now, you do have the Ace of Wands in the present position, which is great. It is a great card, because it brings that pivotal moment, to your life. It reminds you that if you just do something in a slightly different way, you're going to have an incredible result. So, make sure to pivot if there is a particular situation that you want to change for the better. follow your passion. Allow the drive and energy to kind of take you down the path that will give you the results that you are looking for. And you do have the King of Cups in the clarifying position, which is letting me know that you will master a particular emotion that's going to help you move forward, because the King of Cups is great at negotiation. He's great at diplomacy. He's great at kind of really connecting on a social level better than anyone else. So that is going to help you a lot in the month of January. In the future outcome position, you have the Sun and the Knight of Pentacles. The Sun is definitely all about feeling accepted, feeling that self-realization is finally taking place. I had to stop for a second because my cat is playing, and so she's just jumping and having, I think the zoomies are starting. But the Sun is a great omen that the end of January and your birthday season is going to be phenomenal and spectacular. We are starting the age of Aquarius in 2023. So this is going to be your time. It is your moment in the spotlight. This is your moment to shine, and all eyes will be on you, as you are the sign that will help all the other signs kind of remember how to move forward and really just, be a leader in a certain respect that is going to be really actually very important. You also have the Knight of Pentacles in the clarifying position, which tells me that, financially wise, you're doing well. The Knight of Pentacles is a reminder that there will be a reward. Also, he's a reminder that you want to pay attention to your spending habits. You want to save, even if it's just a little bit, you do want to save and make sure that you are being very responsible when it comes to finances. Maybe you can invest into different CDs. Maybe you can set a little bit of money aside. I wouldn't invest much into crypto, although I'm by no means any kind of expert. But I think that, if there's something you can invest in that also helps, the community, that would be great. I think crypto is very volatile, and it will continue to be volatile, so I would generally stay away from that. But if you can invest in something that can also sometimes, I recently learned about investing where people invest in like commercial real estate. So you could invest a little bit and go into a pool with other people, if you believe that, asset is going to be good. There's many different investing, possibilities that you could pursue if you start doing maybe a little bit of research in that regard. But let's see what we can clarify with the Mystical Wisdom card that I pulled earlier today, and we have confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. Why do you have the confrontation card? Because you're doing great. You are on your way. And so remember, the devil is always in the distractions. So, when you're doing really well and you're moving in the right direction, you may find that someone wants to throw a wrench in your work. So it's important to remember, stay out of the confrontation, stay above the fray. You don't want to engage if you can help it. If it is something that you cannot help it, if you cannot help, then you definitely want to make sure you engage in confrontation in a way that is beneficial for you. So always think of an exit before you get engaged in a confrontation. Always think of possible results and whatnot. But the general rule of thumb is to stay out of it. It's not surprising that you have the confrontation card, because there may be some people who see you do well. There may be some situations that may be a little bit trying for you, but you really, really have it, Aquarius. You are doing amazingly well. Let's see what we can clarify with an angel oracle card that I pulled earlier today, and we have trust. Definitely the element of trust is all over this spread, because you have the High Priestess, which kind of reminds you to trust in yourself and to also trust in the divine, trust in everything that you're going through, because it will get you to where you need to be. Trust in the Sun. You are smart, and you have achieved, and you will achieve many wonderful things, and many of you haven't even achieved the greatness that you will achieve. So there's a lot that it will be coming your way, and so it's really exciting to watch, dear Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Please don't forget to visit me on Instagram. Also, I hope you will come back this coming weekend, because I will be doing yearly readings. And again, I will see you soon.